The world is different.
Beyond a lifetime ago, a war between nature and civilization arose overnight, seemingly without reason. 50 years ago, it paused in a tense stalemate.
1 year ago, on a cold winter's day, the mountainous city of Bulwark erupted as its long-held godly prisoner escaped his chains from beneath the stone. The decimation was the righting of a great wrong, but a terrible price was paid.
Our heroes, who set the freedom and destruction in motion, were called to the lands of their former enemy to help this god on his path to reascension. Their mission complete, their eyes turned back to a threat at home.
They look at their footprints, at the trail that they've blazed, a trail that led them to redemption and peace. Now, the same footprints lead them back home, and they walk a path where they might just find the end. And as the sun rises over the summit, they face the day together. Hello, and welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I continue to be your GM. Today, after checking in with everyone and talking about level ups, we'll rejoin our heroes at the Crucible of Light as they plan their next steps. Thank you to our backers, Christina, Zan, and Carlin, for their support. If you'd like to support the show, please check us out at our Patreon, patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. You can also give us a rating or review on your podcatcher app of choice. With that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
The boys are back.
Okay.
The boys are back. You know, from High School Musical.
Down
Is that High School Musical 3?
Yes, it is High School Musical 3.
The boys are back.
I don't have anything to contribute to this particular bit, but here's
No.
my voice, so you know that I
Hey, Griffin.
So we are back.
We are back.
It is the beginning of season 3. We are almost at 4 years in, lads.
Yeah.
4 years.
I do want to bring up the fact that this is the first time we've recorded in 4 months.
Yeah, there is that. So
Yeah.
Because last time we recorded was New Year's Day. And it's now April 9th.
Yeah.
So,
well, I do have to bring something to you. It is our 4th anniversary. We're beginning season 3. And in the spirit of that, I just got out of a meeting with the writers. Came out of the writers' room meeting. And
the
they
writers.
were a little concerned about the direction of the show. So they had some ideas. They are...
Because I had a pretty extensive email conversation with Douglas about
Douglas
just,
seemed
the direction of things.
pretty cool. Robin wasn't super happy. Karen was pissed. I think Steve was high, but whatever.
They all know I have an open door policy. I don't know why it's always like right before we record, I get these notes.
I don't know. It's been 4 months. You know, we haven't let them out of their cave in a while. So I have a list of ideas from them. So I'm just going to go through them. Maybe some ideas for season 3, ways that we can refresh the show, keep the audience engaged, things like that. So I'm just going to go through one by one. And if y'all just want to like gut reaction, right? We have there are no feelings to be hurt here, right?
Okay.
No. Yeah, no.
I got
Let's hear it.
3 thumbs up.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, season 3 of Another Path, WandaVision. But instead of sitcoms, each episode is a different game system. We start with original D&D.
Ryan Albrecht, do not threaten me with a good time.
All right, Steve, that was a good one.
Well,
He does his best work with a little bit.
It
of
was moderately received, yeah.
All right. One character is secretly a ghost.
Ooh.
That's just Monster Hearts. Keep going.
It's also just maybe Bilga. So,
Yeah.
Jury's still out.
They did some market research for this one, right? So they went back and they looked at the numbers.
it's expensive.
All episodes are drug bug episodes.
Whoops all drug bugs?
See my first answer. Do not threaten me with a good time.
What if we just switch genres halfway through the fucking series?
Hey, new season.
Can that be? That's our interstitial between end of the Aegis 3 and like whatever new characters look like as we do a more long-term AP Vice.
Real talk, guys. That is a real
It's a
possibility.
real possibility. That would be great.
We get trapped in the golden inspiration.
I have thoughts.
At the begin, since
Stuck in the
this is the
VR zone.
since this is the beginning of season 3, we could respec all characters randomly to encourage new storylines.
Mordecai would make a decent paladin.
No, just take
what
our
I was
character.
thinking.
Our character, like we keep our characters, but we switch our classes. One person to the left.
One person to the left, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, I would love Jackson
So-
to be a Bardlock.
Bardlock Jackson, Druid Barbarian Zephyr.
Yep.
I can fuck with it. And then fighter cleric Mordecai.
We have several other ideas here along the same lines. Oops, all bards.
Oops, all bards. Like I'm fine with.
That's Bombard cast. We can't
do that.
I mean, we
Um,
can. We could just.
I mean, we can. There's more than one band in the world, Chase.
I just feel like I'd cop their
See, I want Oops, all rogues.
You can't see that coming.
Crime Quest.
Now, these are competing ideas. Idea 1 is more romance. Idea 2 is no more romance.
I could see a romantic hook.
I mean, I could see a Castiel x Dean-esque relationship forming between Zephyr and Mordecai. So
I was gonna say something similar. Like, there's enough real world like affection between you and I, Zach. We can make.
we can make it happen. Yeah, end of the season. Zaph and Mordecai bone down. How about that? They slam down big style.
Yeah, but who's getting dragged to Super Hell? Spoilers for Supernatural. It's the only thing I know.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Probably.
yeah.
Zephyr.
No. Well, yeah. He goes and he hangs out with his dad in.
You get stuck
in the
You
Matrix.
get stuck in the deep's weird, hypercube.
That makes too
stuck
much
in the
sense,
back rooms.
actually. That could actually work. In keeping with the idea of encouraging new audience, but also to open up maybe some sponsorship opportunities, because this is homebrew, we can't be sponsored by anything official Wizards of the Coast. So there's an idea that a giant wormhole opens up, and then we just get dropped into whatever the current D&D storyline is.
I mean, I'm currently running the long-term one. I've got it sitting right here. It mostly slaps.
Oh, it's pretty fun. We're having a good time.
We get
I'm
Frozen
not,
Wasteland?
I'm not. Yeah,
We saw- we-
Frozen Wasteland.
We saw some chewingas. It was great.
There's just a general consensus from the writers. They would like to know how we are all still alive.
That's a good question, writers.
Players or characters?
Both.
There was discussion about how Chase has not killed either version at this point.
Exclusively generosity.
Yeah.
I have 3 more suggestions, one for each character, and then they're going back in their cave. The first is for Mordecai.
Yeah.
It is Mordecai is cursed and loses his ability to wild shape. So we must go on a quest to regain his lost powers, and they want to call it going on a bear hunt.
That's pretty good.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so
Okay, okay.
we could do that, right?
Mordecai mini arc.
Mordecai mini arc, right? We just focus on each character for a little bit. The Jackson idea is Jackson goes to school, but it turns out he's actually wicked smart, like Beautiful Mind, but only math.
Interesting. Okay.
He's very good at math. I can see that.
He's very
happening.
good at math, nothing else, and he can't explain it, but he's very good at it.
And we turn it into sort of a slice of life, sort of, school comedy story.
Yeah, and Douglas had this idea. Dougie has some questions, mostly for Zach. He says, remember when we initially wrote Zephyr and he ran an underground black market mage smuggling ring? I want that again.
I mean, I was a part of it, and then we got to the apex of it. We got to where that particular train ended, which was Amber Eye.
Yeah, he wants it back. He just wants Underground
Maybe-
Railroad.
Yeah.
Maybe, Chase, you can have some horrible threat come down on Amber Eye, and then, Zephyr has to, smuggle the
But
boss.
Amber Eye might be a bad guy as far as Golden Inspiration showed us.
Yeah,
True.
I have sent the writers team some notes, and based on several of their recommendations, they have not looked at them. They are being fired immediately. You can burn the entire
All right,
recommendation
thanks,
list.
guys.
I'm just saying, who
The
smuggles
door's
the
up there.
smugglers?
Out to the left, your other left, Steve.
Yeah. Hey,
You're-
Dougie. Hey, Dougie. You can go fuck yourself, Doug.
He gave
Guys,
he gave you a
don't-
thumbs
Don't
up.
let the door hit you on the way out.
I think he's gonna go do
All right.
that.
He's gonna
Robin,
look
thank
himself.
you, though.
We do-
really
Yes,
Robin,
thank you,
you're the
Robin.
best.
You're great. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yep. Karen, can you please close the door on the way out?
Oh, thank you.
You didn't have to slam it.
Fuck, finally they're gone.
Okay, they're gone. Okay, so none of those ideas, right? Those all
Yeah,
terrible.
no, they're not great.
No, no, God,
That-
no.
Yeah. All right, Griff. Segue out of that.
I got new spells.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, we did level up.
We did the thing. We earned the
We
points.
are a mighty level 12.
Yes.
All
12.
told.
You there in the tank
no.
top there.
doing this again,
Hi.
Which one's in the tank top?
Oh no, I'm very confused. I'm seeing
shit.
double. I'm Joe Thomas. Level Up Daily. I'm writing a column on y'all.
All right.
Mr. Harry Man,
Yeah.
who are you? I'm sorry, I'm new.
Who are you?
That's okay, Mr. Thomas. It's fine.
I thought we were going to do it.
I
in
guess,
character.
yeah, for anyone, well, because I was like, for anyone who's new to the show, welcome, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hi. If you're picking up here,
Yeah.
You
you're
are
picking up
about
there,
to be
then-
very entertained and very confused.
Unless you've listened to our two
Recaps.
summary episodes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Our two recap
They're great.
episodes.
They're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're written by the guy that's about to talk right now.
Yeah.
Hi, that's me. I'm Griffin. I wrote the recap episodes. I am playing Mordecai, sometimes Sebulwark, sometimes Greenstone. Just kind of depends on where he's at. I am a shifter, level 6 barbarian, level 6 druid. I have taken my 6th level in barbarian with this most recent level up, which for me is a class advancement. I get another feature of the Totem Warrior path, and so I've again taken the Eagle Totem, which means in the small fries feature is that being in dim light no longer imposes disadvantage on perception checks for me.
That's nice.
So even in pitch darkness, I'm rolling straight on perception. But in addition, my eyesight has been honed to a razor's edge, and I can now see clearly with crystalline precision up to a mile away.
That's really good.
Nice. You had
What
to
your
have to
elven
activate your
eyes
totem?
see.
It's always on. I just have permanent eagle vision now.
So we're not going to play hide and seek anymore.
No. Well, here's the thing, is like, you can. You can. Doesn't mean I'm any better at finding you. It's just when I see you real good. I see you in 4K now.
He's got them
Yeah.
4K peepers.
The 4K, 1080p.
4K peepers really got me.
You are done now, Mr. Harry Man? Okay, I'm going to move over to Mr. Scaly Man.
Yeah.
Mr. Scaly Man, hi, Joe Thomas. Level Up
Hello,
Scaly.
how are you? You doing well? How's the family going?
How do you know?
Yeah, it's complicated.
Why
Anyway,
did your voice change?
you know.
I'm sorry. Do you have anything new to share with us?
Yes. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Zach Robb. Well, by the time I will still be Zach Robb when you hear this episode. I will not become Zach Tuttle Robb until a few weeks after. But yes, I am playing Zephyr Shenastiliath, a dragon-born warlock bard. This here level up, I put my bard up to 5th level, so I am 7 and 5. This didn't get me too much. It got me my font of inspiration, which means I get my bardic inspirations back on a short or long rest. And I have 3rd level bard spells now, so
Nice.
fun stuff.
Did you take
And
anything
other than
fun?
that, I have a nice 75, a cool 75 hit points.
Cool.
And
Oh yeah, I'm up to 110.
Do you take any new spells? Do you want to share with the class, or are you going to hang on to it?
I'm a fan of revealing them in the moment. So
All right.
Yeah,
You
same.
do enjoy doing that.
So other than that, there's not much else to share. So
And I always forget. Are you a bronze or a brass?
I am bronze, baby.
bronze. I always get confused.
Nah, bronze.
They are
Because
very,
they're very
similar colors.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter too much because I can use any breath weapon, but
It's true.
Right.
You've
I
had
just
that
meant, like,
ability for a
visually.
while.
I have had that ability for a rip.
Although you also have the ability to now change your entire body
Yes.
at will.
Yeah, it doesn't give you like racial benefits and stuff, but yes.
You still can, and that's what matters.
I'm effectively a changeling now. So.
That's fair.
Accidental changeling.
Whoops, accidental changeling. So anyway, that's me.
But you,
Oh,
sir,
yes,
the excuse me, the shiny one over there. Hello, Tom Joseph, Level Up Press, your neighbor. How you doing?
I'm cool. Did you guys carpool?
Yeah, no, yeah, we came.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my no relation, but like funny thing, right?
That's funny thing did happen on the way to that forum.
Did you get shinier?
I did actually. Hi everyone at home. My name is Ryan Albrecht, and I've been talking a lot before I've introduced myself, and that's great. I play Jackson Silver, now the elf, formerly the human. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, you have definitely played the
You've
character a
spent,
long
I was gonna
time
say,
now.
you spent more time in this campaign as an elf than you did as
That
a
is
human,
very
so.
true. Very, very true. So I am now 6'6" as well. I have taken my 6th level of cleric, which gives me a couple more spells. I'm still only up to 3rd level, but it does give me 2 channel divinities.
Very good, very good.
So that's nice.
Your channel divinity also kicks more ass now, right?
It kicks some major ass now because now I can use War God's Blessing to give y'all a +10.
That's
That's very good.
we're never missing an attack roll
Never,
ever again.
ever
gang.
again.
Hey, nothing with an AC lower than 20.
Yeah, I can do that thing now. And that's mostly it, honestly, is that I have more channel divinity. I have more spell slots. And I'm at 3rd level spellcaster still, but I've got 3 of them. And then I am angry. because
Just as a general note.
I have 99 hit points.
Oh,
Also,
That's your secret,
before we let our esteemed DM chime in, since with season 3 coming out, so has new D&D content with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Yes.
And I know for myself, I've taken there's like some expanded spell list options.
Ooh, yeah.
I've tacked a couple things on there. And Chase and I also talked about a little bit of druid stuff as well that I can do. So keep your eyes peeled for those new druid features. You know?
I took a look. I've stuck pretty close to Zaf's steez.
There's a baller new option for clerics in Cauldron of Everything that gives you another usage for channel divinity, which is regaining spell slots as a bonus action.
Oh, that's
So if you really need one in a pinch,
Yeah, so you can bonus action channel divinity, regain expended god power up to half your proficiency is the spell slot level.
ooh, that's nice.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and then you
I like that.
you can turn around and immediately use it. You can bonus action channel divinity action cast that spell, and that better be one heck of a spell.
Yeah,
because
just in
that's
case
too
you need
cool to not.
a good 2nd level inflict wounds or something.
Yeah. Emergency cure.
Now you there, gallbladderless one.
How do you know? Can you
yes, my-
tell? Visually, is there a cue?
Yes, there is.
Sorry, this is Joe Thomas again. Is there a cue? I've been wondering.
Yes, the slightest hesitation in the left foot. Come on, Joe, get with it. Anyway, you there? Who are you
Yes.
now?
Wait, hold on. Who are you?
Oh yes, hello. It is me, Vincent Mardeau from. Hey, we gotta change up the.
no relation.
Yeah, Vincent Mardeau. Yeah, from Gallbladder Times. That's why I know these things.
Toxic.
We're trying to bring.
It's very weird.
We're trying to bring in some new readers. Anyway, yes, you. Who are you?
Hi. It just so happened that our hiatus accidentally, I just want to throw that out here, accidentally coincided with me having some bit moderate to, not super major, but decent surgery. And I'm definitely...
I'm told there were robots.
There are robots that go inside your body. I'm not going to describe exactly what it was that happened, because when I found out exactly what it was that happened to me, I was squicked the hell out. So I'm going to spare everybody the details. But fun fact, gallbladder surgery ain't nothing to fuck with, and I am still on the mend. But I am here, and we are going to be playing some goddamn D&D. I am Chase Greenlee, and I'm going to be your GM.
Yay!
As I have been, and as I will continue to be. We are going to be rejoining our heroes from Season 2, like 15 minutes after the fact. Take a listen to Season 2, and if you haven't, take a listen to our interstitial arc, The Broken Tower, Parts 1 and 2, which I am going to point out right now. These three have not listened to episode 2
No, we haven't.
of that arc yet.
Yeah.
It
I
is
haven't
not-
even listened to episode 1.
Well, you're a putz.
Well, I've been re-listening to our episodes so I can write the fucking recap.
Well, that's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
But episode 2 has not come out yet. We are recording this on Friday, April 9th. So the things that come to light in episode 2 will not be, referenced yet.
Yeah. Because we want to be clear, we don't know.
We have no fucking clue.
We have
I
no
haven't
idea.
told these guys anything.
We don't know anything.
Not a
Buddy.
hint.
We
I
also
am
don't know if anything that Chase has talked with Duval or Christina or Kim or anything that went into all of that. We know nothing.
Yeah.
No, they know nothing. If you haven't listened to those episodes, go listen to them because the dramatic irony is going to be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be really good. I'm very excited to finish that and then
because-
listen to these episodes. It's going to be so good.
Absolutely no. It's going to play real great. It will become relevant, and actually, I think in the timeline, technically, like these are happening concurrently. So it hasn't happened yet, but it will be happening shortly.
Oh, cool.
Hey, y'all want to play some D&D?
Oh, I'd love to.
I would love to.
Let's do it. Smash cut.
Jackson.
Why?
The sun.
Why do I have to start?
Because we ended with you.
Yeah, okay. I understand. Continue.
I have to get you
apologize.
off the roof,
That is fair. I'm on a roof.
Jackson. I am going to need you to roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh, good. First roll in campaign 3.
Really just starting it
You
out.
can just poof down, can't you?
I can poof down, but I understand there to be a slide.
It is a slide.
It's a slide, okay.
So I'm going to slide because there's a slide.
What's that acrobatics roll?
19. I'm proficient in acrobatics because I'm an elf. I keep forgetting.
Jackson. The sun set about an hour ago, and you were sitting up there mulling over a lot. Addie, your new ascended god, whose presence you were able to feel immediately. You are in a holy space. This place feels right. But eventually the time does come that you do return to the temple itself. And you go down the throat of the dragon, which, as it turns out, is a slide.
Wee.
You hop in, you're able to open and shut the door behind you before you lose your footing, and you slip, slide, and gently land, superhero 3-point landing, in the inner sanctum.
Eyes closed, head first, can't lose.
Good landing.
Thank you. I've been practicing. Oh, I'm tired.
Master Balit Haram is standing above you, this dragonborn, bedecked in very fine robes and with a book at his side. Doing all right, then.
I mean, it's been a day,
It has.
and
Checking in.
I somehow lost my god and gained my god at the same time.
Yes.
And it's very strange because God was like right by me and I could touch God. But now I have him in my heart and I don't know when he was closer. I don't know if that was better or if this is better. And I think when we get back to Bulwark, or we can go all the way back to Geitworth, I think I'm going to have some very interesting papers to write.
Papers, then.
Let me rephrase.
Man.
I'm going to have some very interesting papers to dictate.
There we go. Well, something to be remembered and recorded for sure.
It was a new, strange experience. I quickly test out powers and abilities and go, "Ooh, that's new." Oh, I have. All right, yeah, I've still got my stuff. Okay, cool. It worked. The temple's not falling down, and I've still got powers. So,
No, this place is well made. I like how it feels now.
everything seems shinier. The flames are taller.
And they are. The light that they are emitting is like a warm white-orange glow. It feels, well, it's supernatural.
I don't think this will ever be home, but it's nice.
Well,
It's nice.
it'll be home for tonight. We'll camp out here and figure out how to get out of here tomorrow. But
Thank God. Thank Amareya. Thank God. Thank God, Maria.
God. There it is. Right, let's
Well, there were those beds down there. Yeah, we can bunk out there. Maybe find something to eat. Start up a fire. I wonder, hey, if we start up the forge, the dragon breathes smoke, right? Like we could do that. I don't.
somehow.
We probably don't need to attract more attention. Never mind. That's not good.
Another time.
Another time. Let's go.
The two of you head downstairs. Zephyr, where are you?
Yeah, because when we left last off, there was the weird, big crucible thing in the center of the room, and that's where we left off, right?
You guys had gone. Most of you had dipped downstairs
To
into
the barracks
into the
floor?
office. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, after that, probably, went to, the bathroom, you know.
There is a nice bathroom there.
Take a
Yeah,
deuce.
we went through a lot, it was holding it in. I guess
I get it.
comes back, it's oh, I felt like I've been holding that in for, that was like a 3-month-long potty break, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Rakar is sitting on a bed in the barracks, and he's just kind of looking down pensively. So, this was it then?
Well, it is a strange... No, I guess. There's more work to be done, unfortunately.
What kind of work?
It's complicated. I don't know if you heard what Amareya said before he sort of poof.
Something is coming.
Yeah, no,
Something
well,
bad.
something's sort of here, but it's way back in Bulwark, and so we need to...
Well,
Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I thought this was it, and then it's not it.
why do you go then?
Because who else will? You know, who else will keep these two chuckle fucks alive?
A fair enough point. I will say, though, you are close to freedom. We are on the border of Daimdel.
Yeah,
It is a bit of a journey to the cities proper, but the dwarves are good and sturdy folk. You'd find a decent home there, I believe.
I don't discount that, but strange thing about duty is that although you may not want to do it, you feel pulled to do it nonetheless. But then also we have this job we have to do. That was a joke because I just went to the bathroom.
Ah, I get duty.
It was a duty joke.
Ah, okay. I see what you did there now. Well, for what it is worth, I can be bought to go with you if you want. Depending on how great a deed it is that needs to be done.
It's a very good deed. I gave all of my money to a dwarf to get this fancy outfit, so...
I don't want money. I want my birthright.
Oh! I don't know if I can help you with that, because I met you
Yes, but
2
you
days
know
ago.
those mucky mucks.
I know, maybe 3 mucky mucks. I'm pretty good with mucky mucks, so like I could maybe talk to them for you.
That's enough.
What sort of birthright are we talking about?
Persuasion check.
Okie dokie, here we go. I'm pretty good at that.
I know you are.
That is a dirty 20.
My family used to be a noble house. We were the 13th house. The Shadowstep family was ousted around the time the walls went up, and I believe they've erased much of the record of our existence. We were the Shadow Sorcerers of Bulwark. We were well respected. And then the rest of the houses decided that 13 was too many, and they banded against us. I would like my home back.
Oh!
I would like my father to see the land of his childhood one more time before he dies.
I mean, depending on how this goes, I could probably at least try to make that happen. Hey, like, we've got not the nicest sort of nickname back there, but, like, yeah, we'll see what we can do.
If you could make it happen, I would fight to the death to see this place.
I mean, like, sure. I'm sorry. I dropped the ceiling on us earlier. Like I was there. My head hurts a little bit still. There was the whole
I get any like
shiny naked
up
man
his arm that's all like glass shirted up.
Yeah, no, that wasn't my finest hour, frankly.
We all mess it up sometimes. It's fine.
I thought we did okay.
No, like we did fine. It was just dumb. Like, you know, I brought the ceiling down on us for no reason, but, you know, it is what it is.
Mordecai, what are you doing?
I went to any sort of, like, whether there's, like, a small balcony or whether I had to go all the way back down to get outside. I think Mordecai has just finished off sending the animal messenger back to Lee, to his mom.
Yes.
Letting her know that we were successful, that Amareya has fully ascended, and let's say he went all the way down. He went all the way down to the foot of the temple again and is just sitting on the stairs, kind of staring out at the autumnal line, just flicking a produce flame on and off in his hand, a little restlessly, just staring out at the forest.
You're doing that. You're flicking it on and off, on and off. And eventually, you feel somebody sit down next to you. It's Kyron. Hey, kid.
Hey, Kyron.
I don't know what I just saw. Let me rephrase that. I know what I just saw, but I cannot believe it.
Yeah, I think the only reason I believe it is it's because that's what we were hoping would happen this entire time.
The only reason I believe it is because of this. And he opens his hand, and there is light.
His metal hand.
He's casting light.
Oh.
I couldn't do this before.
Whoa.
He's granting me power.
Holy shit.
He can do more than one now.
Yeah.
Wait, are you hurt? Are you hurt?
I mean, a little.
He reaches out and he heals.
Do it. Do it.
He heals 6 HP.
Yes!
On you.
He's got the god hand.
Damn, Kyron.
Amazing.
Aren't you glad you came along now?
I'm glad I had context, because if this had just happened while I was at the bar, it would have been weird.
That's really fair.
Ed would have been thrown.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Here we are.
And now we gotta go back.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back through those woods again. I don't think there's much of a choice. But I don't want to.
Mordecai stares off back to the woods.
I mean, I suppose we could just go north or south. go the long way.
No, we need to get back to Bulwark as soon as possible.
Fair enough.
You know, this was supposed to be it, right? You know, you ever had that feeling where something's being built up for so long, and then it finally happens, and you expect yourself to feel a sense of completion, satisfaction, feel something. I mean, I was awestruck, don't get me wrong, but so would anybody.
Sure.
It's weird. I don't know what it means that this feels like just another leg in the journey, right?
It takes a second. He puts his head in his hands. And he looks up at you. And just very matter-of-factly. Mordecai, have you ever been married?
No. Have you?
You met Ed?
I didn't know you guys were married, though.
I
Like,
mean,
there's a thing there, sure, but you don't wear a ring.
not a thing really out this way.
Oh. Fair enough. You know what? That one's on me.
First time somebody threatens your spouse when a job goes bad, you stop talking about them while you're out on the road.
Sure, yeah. Well, Mazel tov.
Thank you. Well, it was a couple of years ago. And here's the thing about the day after you get married. You wake up, you take a shit, and you take a shower. You have breakfast, and it's just another day. That's the thing about life. No matter how big or momentous anything is, if you wake up the next day, it's another day. And that's the nice thing, is you have them. And you get to have another big moment. And you'll have other big moments. Maybe this is the biggest thing that ever happens to you. But maybe not.
Maybe.
And isn't that fucking wild?
Mordecai pulls his bottle of road whiskey out of his bag, takes the 2 shot glasses off the top, pours a little bit for himself and for Chiron, hands one to Chiron, clinks. Another day.
One day more. Knocks it back. Right. Let's see what everyone else is doing.
I pour
I'm sorry, I just have to pause for a second. We've got Ryan and Zach singing One Day More.
Stop, I have a bit left.
Sorry. Continue the bit.
I take Hugo out of my pocket and I pour the little remaining drop of whiskey into his mouth.
Good. Squeak.
Squeak.
Yeah, I don't have Speak with Animals on right now, so hopefully he enjoys it.
I'll put hair on the mouse's chest.
It's a low tenor squeak.
Squeak.
He's got a nice baritone.
Meanwhile, we cut back inside. Jackson and Master B are heading back down into the main room.
You come in. Do I sleep on the top bunk? Do I sleep on the bottom bunk?
Dibs on the top bunk.
Oh, man.
I mean, there's like 30 bunks. Take your pick.
Well, we can all have top bunks.
Nice. Top bunk party. Let's
Top
go.
Bunk
Yeah.
City. Top bunk city. Master B kind of just scrabbles up a ladder.
What was Master B yelling Top Bunk City?
Yes.
Master B, I love it when he lets his horns down.
Look, I'm not a grand intruder yet. I don't have the keys. I'm going to enjoy the time while I can.
Awesome.
Yeah, the more I find out about what the important people are expected to do, the more I just don't want it.
Right?
It's not great. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are parts of the job I do want. The keys are not nothing.
Hey, if it helps, I didn't want any of these jobs to begin with, so...
Starting off, neither did I. Very similar boat, my friend. You and I really should talk about that sometime.
Yeah, no, I feel like we've got a lot of sort of shared...
I mean, we could trauma bond at some point, but it's never really felt like a good time.
Master B, I'm glad you came with us on this whole sort of thing, because it's nice having you.
I am too.
I like how we're just sitting, like, laying in top bunks, just having this conversation.
All right. Nose
Got his hands behind his head.
goes.
For what?
Mordecai walks in.
Mordecai, you're
walks
making
in.
dinner.
Oh, sure.
Well,
Nice. That was easy.
Oh, nice. Great. Yeah. Okay.
Mordecai, you walk into the abandoned cafeteria, which, much like the rest of this building, is now perfectly nice. Everything is sparkling and new and open. There is not an overabundance of food, but there are places to cook.
Sure. What animal do you guys think would be a good cooking assistant?
Octopus.
It's got. I was going to say
It's got all
a
the
7-foot tall weasel.
They can hold their breath for an hour. I'll conjure animals and create a giant octopus in the kitchen.
Fine, I guess.
And it's my little chef. Hello, little chef. And the giant, and it's great because he can hold his breath for an hour, and he only lasts an hour.
Octopus will assist in the cooking. So does he help steam the water? Does he,
I think he
help cook another
I think
animal?
like there's a couple pans on the like over some fire that he's like making sure everything is moving, stirring with another tentacle. Like I kind of just set things up and he can handle maintenance. And I've been trying to explore the possibilities of conjure animals more, and this is how I'm doing it.
No, that's good. I'm going to go ahead and say that's good. Go ahead and roll me a survival check at advantage because you have your helper.
Yes.
Yay!
Octobuddy, use assist.
19.
You make a incredibly acceptable road dinner. It is a home cooked dinner. You've got everything, and you have cooked dinner for your siblings enough times growing up that you are at home in a kitchen when you need to be.
I think Mordecai, much like Griffin, isn't like the best cook, but likes cooking for other people.
Oh, for sure. Also, like you, just a top-notch pancake.
Oh, yeah. Mordecai makes great flapjacks.
Just don't let him use some cayenne pepper, right, Griff?
Come on! Fucking one time! Get bent,
I like to bring that up.
So from the top bunk, Jackson shouts, "So what are we doing next? We got to go back to Lee, right?
Yeah, but can we just sleep first?
But God Moraeus said go to Bulwark.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I feel like we got to go there first, and then
Isn't Lee on the way to Bulwark?
Well, I'm wondering.
It is.
Can't we just bamf?
Bamf?
Bam.
Teleport?
You know how like when you know how animals make noises, right? And we say, look, that dog says bark. They don't say bark, but it's what it sounds like. You know that. Same thing
Onomatopoeia.
same thing with spells. Spells make noises, and that's what we call the spells. So I would like to bamf.
Yeah.
because Gaia sort of helped us get half the way here, but
That's
I don't
true.
know if
We would need some sort of greater power. A deity could do that again. One of the patrons, certainly. I know I have not been granted that ability.
I mean, there was that. I got that letter a while back I told you about.
That could work.
Oh,
I mean, like, I don't. They said they could help. I don't know what they can do, but
I mean, it's worth a shot.
I mean, it's one of those things that if we blow like the one favor, then it will be kind of silly. But
Well,
if they
are we
can't do
gonna-
that, then then the next question is if they can like give us a bunch of jerky or something.
I mean, are we going to be out this way again? You might as well use it, right?
Well, yeah, I mean that's fair.
Unless, are we going to Lee?
I don't know how much.
Or are we going to Bulwark?
I guess it depends
Well,
on how far they can get us, if they can get us anywhere.
I just sent word to my mom back in Lee. Here's the thing. I don't think that they necessarily need us back in Lee. We kind of did our job. The only reason why I would want to go back to Lee is to maybe investigate underneath that temple, right? To like find whatever was down there, whatever divine spark fragment or whatever. But I think we're kind of good on that front. Whereas like we're kind of the tip of the
There's more
spear
pressing
concerning
matters,
Graynor.
I mean, my thought process currently is whatever's going on at back in Bulwark, we might need some help.
I mean,
And depending on how things went at the peace talks, which I don't have a fucking clue, but depending on how things went, we might be able to get some help. And that might be worth doing.
look, I guess why don't we? I guess make the call here, and because like if they can't get us the bulwark, then that is a moot point anyway.
Well, we aren't going anywhere today, right? Please.
Oh, I would love to sleep. Like, please and thank
I would
you.
love a sleep. We'll sleep here,
Yeah,
and
we
we'll
need
go
to.
somewhere first thing after we have more Flapjacksons.
Oh, it's your name.
I thought you said it funny the first time. I just didn't catch it, and now I got it.
Okay.
But
Well, good night then, I guess.
but
I changed my armor into like a night shirt and a cap.
It is mad comfy, yo.
But Balet's right. I mean, there's just a loose divine spark hanging out,
I won't say it's
and a
loose.
very angry mob, and a lot of tension there. And the as far as we know, the priests there that are the ones that we've hopefully have a peace treaty with now, they don't have power for much longer. So all of this work that we did out here may be for nothing. I mean, we still get God Maria, but any and all goodwill with Lee and any and all peace with Lee may just be completely thrown away as soon as Mantellum figures out that the priests don't have a god, or worse, Mantellum figures out that there's a loose divine spark.
Shit.
Yeah, but we can't really go back and put the thing in our pocket and leave, and we can't go back and just start like slaughtering people either.
No, we can't do neither of those things, but I do have a plan.
Is it the
So-
quick plan?
It really might be, actually.
Because-
So the quick plan is this. So if basically we need to get this divine spark into somebody who can handle it, basically. Somebody we can trust, that the priest will also maybe trust,
Yeah,
but can also handle the power.
The
I present two options. We do have the King Beyond the Wall that we found at the farm.
Though he be strong of heart, I do not think that his body would hold up to this.
And we also,
as far as the Archbishop said, the criteria for being able to handle this is sort of strict.
okay, you're not wrong. What about, and I glance over across the four bunks, Shadow Step. You've got, like, holy lineage running through you, right?
I
Kind of.
have the lineage of a noble house. I don't think that I am, like, God-born.
No, but for people, that's usually good enough, which is a very, very sad thing to say. But we know you've got power. We know you can handle yourself, and the priesthood recommended you, so you could at least... I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my dome here, but if we want to make sure... Because we don't want Mantellum to get that. I think we all agree on that. But
Yeah, no, it's just...
I mean, have you met him?
No, actually.
Actually, no.
But he seems like a bit of a prat.
I will be the first to say he is not my favorite person. However, he is competent and he is well respected. He's an outsider for sure, but he has a power about him. I can't explain it. I've never met anyone like him. He reminds me the most of Zephyr. He can walk into a room and immediately command it.
Yeah, some people, we just got that, that force of personality, I guess.
And he is a gifted spellcaster, more than I am. I'm good in my wheelhouse. I don't know what it would take to be able to hold this. Maybe I could. I don't know if I want to become a god, because I do believe that's what you are currently suggesting, right?
In a sense.
I take the thing that Amareya Dejani did and ascend to whatever is beyond.
Yeah, see, when it's immortal, I don't know if you go full god or if you're like the avatar of god or what,
It's-
but yeah.
There's a lot of questions, but I have a feeling that It would be a more than one-man job if it were to be mortals.
Yeah, probably.
And it's also certainly a one-way street.
For sure. I am
Oh.
not opposed to this idea if I had some assistance with it, but
I just roll up my sleeve to reveal the Aegis tattoo that we all got together.
That he gave us.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, here we are getting caught up in a lot of conversations that are hinging on information that, frankly, we don't have. So I suggest that for now we go to sleep. We wake up in the morning. We do what we must with this letter to get in contact with the members of the Order of the Deep Forest. See what they can do for us. Go from there.
That's fine.
If we go back to Lee, we can have a discussion with the archbishops about what they would like to do, because if they want us to do something to help, then by all means, sure. But if they like, no, we got it, we sort of, don't really, our hands are sort of tied in that situation. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're usually right, Saphir. I've come to realize it's been years, but
I'm just trying to.
So we should do that, but so we definitely want to go to Lee, though.
I think so.
I mean, again, we'll see, because if they can if they can jump us straight to Bulwark, I think that's a good thing. However, they may not have enough power to get us there. In which case,
That's fair.
And honestly, if we get back to Lee, maybe we could catch a ride with the rest of the contingent back to Bulwark.
That's also what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
If they have
Travel
a way
in a
back.
large group might be a little slower, but also might be a lot safer.
Yeah.
They may have a faster way home, too.
And honestly, all of the people that trust us and believe us that hold power in Bulwark, a lot of them at least, are not in Bulwark right now.
I mean, that's fair.
So
true.
if we go back to Bulwark right now, people may not listen to us or may oppose us. Or
There's maybe
who knows?
Magus Diamond, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows? Yeah. I think we need
All
to
I'll say
get
on the
our
subject,
people
I
back.
think
All right.
I think the summation is that it doesn't help us. If we get back in Bulwark by ourselves, I don't think the three of us alone can handle it, fellas. I think we need people.
I mean,
Yeah. Maybe we can handle some fights, but we are not in power there.
oh no, but it's more time to information gather to figure out what needs to happen.
Well, hopefully that's already happening.
I know. It's just
I
the
know.
longer we are here, the more time that Graynor has to accrue power, and
we only get one shot, right?
maybe.
We got to strike a balance. We're all, I think, understanding that. We're just trying to find
Exactly.
that balance. We need to find a balance between strength and speed.
Well, let's go to sleep, and then in the morning, Zephyr will pop that thing open, and we'll see if it can get us back to Lee quicker.
I got
And
lighted
then-
on fire,
deal.
but yeah.
Chase, at some point then, I want to go through the temple a little bit more during some of this time. I also only have to sleep 4 hours, so I just really want to take note of it and take stock of it and see if there's anything to take with, whether it's anything practical that I can use or if it's like some sort of keepsake, some sort of memory.
You wander the temple, and it is it's bigger than you initially thought now that everything is kind of reignited properly and the spirit of Amareya Dejani is present once more. You find that in addition to the upstairs floors, which you proficiently explored on your way through, there is one basement room. And of course, it is the forge. Unlike the forge in that you found on the other side of the wild, this one is mostly empty.
Okay.
The forge is cold. Everything else seemed to come to life, but you just have this feeling that without a proper foreman, the forge will remain cold until a time has come where a proper craftsman arrives. But what you do find sitting on an anvil right next to the forge is a vellum scroll. And you open it up, and you don't read Draconic, but you do recognize that this is the oath that you took back upstairs.
Yeah, I take that.
And it's beautiful. It is beautifully written.
Take that, and I will put it away in the paired scroll. I kind of like wrap it inside of it.
Yep.
Important things with important
Yep.
things.
The paired scroll has nothing written on it.
Yeah, still, which is fine. It's what I said we needed.
It's what you've expected.
Is there anything down here? Like anything at all? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, preface with that. But Jackson, in the moment, Jackson gets Chiron. I get Chiron and bring Chiron down.
Hey.
Look, I know you've got some cool powers now.
Yeah.
I think I promised you something.
You did.
I did.
And I got it. And he holds up the map that you guys found last time in the office.
Nice.
This is worth more than its weight in gold.
And you're going to make copies.
True
You're
map
going to
of
make
the
copies.
World. Of course I'm going to make copies. I got to get home. I don't have my stuff.
Okay. Well, let's do this then. Chiron, I think it's only right that we start this bad boy up, even though I really don't know what I'm doing. I believe that the Hand of Amarea will guide me, hopefully, and if not, you literally have a Hand of Amarea. So,
Hey, you're not wrong.
here's what I want to do. So I look around the room, I find the tools that I think I might need. I'm sure I've banged out dents in a sword before. Like, I can probably do something simple, is my hope. And I'm going to try to light it, and then find some metal left, and I just want to make... How many of us are there? There's 6 of us, right? So I want to make... I want to try to make 7 arrowheads.
I want you to make me a spell attack.
Okay.
You are using your connection with Amarea Dejani to light the forge.
All right, let's do this. Well, okay. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll first.
Okay.
Okay, I've rolled a 19. Never mind.
Okay.
I was thinking about using my auto 20
Oh, sure.
because this feels this feels important. Even if it's not mechanically, it feels important. But I've rolled a 19, so that would make this a 24.
Okay, then that is a success. You are able to find the appropriate tools to light the forge. It bursts into flame. The whole room lights up beautifully. Between you and Chiron, you are able to make 7 arrowheads.
Nice. I hand one to Chiron. I hereby induct you into the Order of the Restorers of Amarea, a lifelong brotherhood until the end of time, and then I try to read something from the Draconic Scroll that I can't read, but I try to sound it out real bad.
Yep.
And we do that.
He takes the arrowhead and shoves it through kind of his cloak as a pin.
Nice. I made mine a little bit flatter and a little wider, and I'm going to promote myself, attach it to the bars, right?
Good,
so I have another
good.
bar now. From
Yeah.
and then I'll go back up. We'll go back upstairs. All right, who wants gifts? I got presents. I made them.
Ooh, me.
Yeah,
It's not food, I promise.
I'll still
Okay,
take it.
so I
I'll
hand out
definitely take it.
to all 4 of them.
All right.
Y'all get a Amarea arrowhead. There you go. We just made this. We fired up the forge. That's what the smoke was.
Hey.
Sorry, should have said something.
So, actually, you guys didn't notice any smoke.
Oh, great.
The smoke, like, you saw a chimney, but you don't know where that smoke led to.
Cool.
Well, there you go. The first thing's reforged at Amarea's temple.
Awesome.
Hey,
The Deep's grass, it was like made out of like a
Nullstone.
So I take the arrowhead and I just sort of like press it to the top of the Deep's grass.
It immediately morphs around it
Awesome.
and like
Nice.
locks it into place.
Yeah, cool.
I had mine to my druid necklace.
Thanks,
Nash.
buddy.
Nice. I am holding, and then I keep. So there's 6 for us, and then I keep the last one. It will eventually go to Addie. I will take the one for Addie, and I will put a little hole through it, and I will attach it to the locket.
I don't think Mordecai sleeps very well.
Probably not.
I think he heads kind of back downstairs, back out of the temple, a little bit like closer to the autumnal line. I want to take out the chia pet,
Yes.
the bean gull,
Yes.
and I have that bag of Fey seeds from Gaia when we were in the Fey. I'm actually gonna actually plant something on this thing now.
Nice.
I'm gonna take some of the Fey seeds, and I'm going to still with the intention of giving the seeds to my mom later. I'm not gonna use all of them. But Mordecai's thinking a lot of Bulwark, and of the destruction that he brought upon the city and his family. And he's largely come to peace with that, but he's thinking a lot of potential future destruction again. His time out here in the wilds has been very eye-opening. He's done a lot of soul-searching, right? Tapped into the power of the wilds. But he feels like his time in the wilds is done now. It's time to go back home. And he has that clarifying moment of, that's what home is. Bulwark is home.
Yep.
Like, this might be his ancestral land. His parents might have come from here. But all of his memories of family, all of his childhood, his brothers, everything ties back to Bulwark. And I think that after I plant the seeds, I'm kind of fidgeting with the pendant of Eagle's Watch.
Yep.
And I'll kind of breathe a heavy sigh and let my sight extend as high as it can go.
You shoot up. And that, combined with your new eagle sight ability, you can see for miles and miles. You see the curvature of the planet. You can see to the east mountains just rolling further and further beyond what you can see. To the west, in the light of the moon, you can see the autumnal line yawning and rolling. And just barely beyond it, from where you are, you can see water. You can see the Great Lake in the center of the wilds. And up and down, you can see this spine of mountains. You see this dragon, which inside right now, Jackson and Kyron are forging arrowheads, and you see smoke pouring from the mouth of the dragon.
Very cool. But yeah, I think Mordecai realizes that I don't think he really had an understanding of what power he was drawing upon from his barbarian side of things. And it's family, it's home, it's his shifter heritage in Bulwark. And the wilds are his heritage from that side of things. It's a division. Thinking of home and thinking of the importance of that, and quietly resolving to not lose any more fucking siblings. Mordecai kind of locks in more of that strength.
Absolutely. How does Fear sleep?
Well, he, like I think he's been sitting there. He's been like, "Can I just go to bed, please? I just want to sleep."
Zephyr gets a solid and sturdy 10.
Yeah, he does, and it's great.
Yeah.
He loves every moment.
Zephyr, you wake up to the fantastic smell of flapjacksons on the griddle.
An octopus with 2 frying pans. Just, you're doing great. Morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Mike.
Can I roll a dex check for my octopus?
Of course.
My goodness.
Zephyr, you are... Oh, never mind. He fixed it. Your hair was all over the place.
13.
The octopus is fine.
He like sort of looks up, and like Rogar has a moment where like Rogar is sitting on my head and sort of stands up to the fact that there's no hair.
You enjoy a breakfast and convene outside. Zephyr, you have a certain letter in your hand.
I do. Remind me, did it say I had to write a message in it and then light it on fire, or was it just light it on fire?
Just light it on fire.
Hey, Mord. I make it into like a paper airplane. A paper bird, sorry.
Okay.
And I just sort of give it a push.
Dex check.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can I assist by aiming my flame?
Dex check at
Yeah,
advantage.
no, it was I was gonna throw it, and then I was gonna have Mord like throw a gout at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pull.
My dex is a +0.
Yes. Did you not one?
I'm giving you advantage.
Advantage.
Okay.
That's a shame. I kind of want to know what a nat 1 does.
4. I just throw it at the ground.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
you
it does the
throw
paper airplane thing where it just nosedives immediately.
Exactly.
I thought that was going to be cool. I pick it up. I pick it up and I just put it on your hand.
Yeah, I don't even close my hand. I just let the flame erupt from it.
The flame erupts, and the little bit of momentum from you placing it in the fire carries it through, and the ash collects. And as it collects, it seems to grow and coalesce. It flies away from you,
Oh, thank God.
about 15 feet away, and starts to expand. And where there is once a cloud of ash, it turns into cubes and squares. And it looks like there is a long forest of ash made of gray and purple cubes extending for miles towards the city of Lee. A moment passes. It is quiet and tense as this ominously still cuboid ash forest.
Did it defrag the fucking forest?
Yes. If you step to either side of it, it looks like this forest is just extending in the air off in the distance.
Oh.
And there is a moment where it is quiet. Because you're not really sure what to do. Is there supposed to be someone? And then you see a figure in the forest. And it is moving with a cool confidence. And as it's getting closer, you're starting to make it out. It's a shorter figure. Like a dwarf. No, not a dwarf, it's a halfling. And as it's walking forward, you see rolled sleeves, suspenders, a top knot, and 2 kitchen knives at its side as Penitus walks out of the forest.
No!
And he throws one of the kitchen knives, which Nullstone kitchen knife, at the ground. Gentlemen,
Hey, what the?
a pleasure to see you all again. Penot? The fuck?
Deep's blessings to you and all that.
And you as well.
This may as well happen,
Hey,
sure.
This is a...
I'm sorry I could not be upfront with you.
Why can't I do
sooner.
that shit?
Due to the fact that the deep is not as controlled out here, the deep is also not nearly as revered. So the position of Grand Entreater does not really exist for us. However, I would be as close to a version of that in Lee as you would have.
Oh.
But we are not respected and revered in the same way, therefore the position is more covert.
Well, I revere you, bud.
And I revere you
Guys.
as well.
We're such imbeciles. You found that note on your pillow in the suite,
I did,
Saphir.
yeah.
We're so used to magic mumbo-jumbo bullshit, we didn't consider that the guy with the key to the room would be the one
not
to
at all.
put it on your pillow. Occam's fucking razor. It was Penot the whole time.
But what seems to be the problem? Well, Albie, you did it.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah, we did.
I mean, I knew something good had happened. Leia seemed to be quite pleased last night, which is good because things did take a bit of a turn. But in due time.
Yeah, can we talk
Your-
about
your
the
mother
turn
is fine.
after we walk through?
I believe
One thing at a time.
cautioning you of the turn before we walk through would be good.
Oh.
I'm guessing you are trying to avoid going back through the line again.
Oh yeah,
Is
that would be
correct?
the best. Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Excellent.
kind of
Yes.
piss off an old god.
To be honest, I did. I sort of openly taunted him. Yeah. Granted, he fucking deserved it. He's an asshole.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. Not surprised.
That is kind of our MO.
You're not
isn't it?
surprised that we taunted the god, or that the god got mad?
Yeah,
Yes.
that
all of it
tracks,
really.
yeah.
It seems to be regardless.
We have a brand.
Hey, but hey, we didn't.
Hi.
We didn't break this mountain, guys.
We did. Oh.
Yay!
Improvement.
Aegis.
We're the Ascenders. That was
We're the
that's
elevators.
pretty good.
Elevator's pretty good.
Elevators is all right.
Elevators.
No, guys, that was a bit.
We're the elevator 3.
I was gonna go with the elevator shaft, but
Why shaft?
because it's a fun word to say.
That's fair. I'm sorry, but yeah, you were going to warn us about something dire?
Right. So, and he goes back and double checks the dagger in the ground. That'll hold. Good. Right. So, good news. Talks between Bulwark and Lee went very well.
That's good.
Everything seemed to be copacetic. An agreement was had relatively quickly. Unfortunately, I am not close enough to the political machinations to be a part of those conversations, but I can gauge a tone of voice when I need to.
And by Lee, you mean the high priest, as we
Yes.
left it. Okay, great. Because it has
Correct.
been 4 days?
4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had about a day and a half of talks, and that went well enough. For whatever reason, Erden, a reason I will soon roughly elucidate, they asked to have their talks separately. Erden and Bulwark had apparently loose talks along the way, and they were well underway as well. The problem came when Erden and Lee had their private conversations. I don't know what Erden asked for, but it was roundly and unanimously declined.
Interesting.
That would take a lot.
Erden asked for something big, and I don't know what it is, and I'm afraid to ask, because I don't know if it would be better if they told me or not.
I mean, I don't know much about Amber Eye, but he seems like the kind of entity that would have a pretty big agenda.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But yeah, so is that the...
Well, that's the thing. I mean, things are a little tense right now. Not on top of that, but also Mantellum is starting to rumble again.
Oh,
Fuck.
fuck indeed. All right, well,
And I'm thinking that the hope was that a smooth peace talk would have made that go, well, more smoothly. But there was that hiccup. And somehow Mantellum found out, and with the priests distracted, he might be willing to push an advantage.
Are we technically representatives of Erden out here, guys? Technically?
I don't think...
You were representatives of Amareya Dejani.
Yeah, we were
We were like
a neutral party.
a fourth party.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Amareya Dejani is no longer here. At this point, as far as I am concerned, you would be representatives of whoever would take you. I know the relationship with Bulwark is complicated,
Yeah.
but I also know that is from where you by and large hail from, like it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so for the most part then, things are relatively safe.
The teapot is boiling. It isn't whistling yet, but it's gonna whistle soon.
All right. So,
I just don't know what steam's coming out.
well, I think we know our first step. We walk through this defrag force, and
Yes.
we go find your mom.
How do you know what defragged means?
You just said it.
I'm sorry, I was caught up in the moment.
Zafir, do you think... I listen to you, Zafir.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
I don't understand half of what you say, especially when it's about the deep, but I know the words.
Hey, if it helps, I don't understand half the things I say when it comes to the
Oh,
deep.
neither do I. Following the deep, is it just... There's faith in any faith. And the faith in the deep is just learning words, knowing what they mean, and not how they mean.
Hypnonaut, what do you see?
It's a forest.
No, like, when you look at the deep.
Oh, when I look at the deep, I see a chicken.
And it's doing the tea?
And with wings out, and it's a very large chicken. But I see a chicken. I've never understood why or how.
Oh, man.
Do you really like...
What do you see?
I see it. Well, the deep found me when I was when I was a boy, and so it looks like a child. I think it was an attempt to ingratiate
Oh.
itself smoothly.
Okay.
But it didn't age with me, so now I just see it. I feel kind of weird because I see a small, a small girl.
Oh, that seems actually very unsettling.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I'm glad mine's the chicken.
Yeah, no, her hair is all wet and it's sort of like stringy and in her face. It's
Yep, I actively do not like that.
I envision like a deadpan like ring girl.
That is exactly
most of the
what I
time.
envisioned too. I'm glad I was able to communicate that with you.
Awesome, cool.
Yuck.
How
if
big
it-
does a chicken have to be for it to not be a chicken anymore?
I mean,
Dire chicken.
Don't talk about the dire chickens. That's how my uncle died. Jeez, show some
God.
class.
Wasn't
new
even
lore.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't even a dire cock, just a.
No, it was a dire hen. My uncle,
They're the vicious ones. You've got to watch out for them.
my uncle was stupid. Tried to get the eggs.
Guys, we can't do this. We joked about telepathic bears once at the start of a season, and now Chase is going to throw dire cocks at us.
I have to make the dire cock T-shirt.
The dire cock stat block.
Drug bugs.
Dire cock.
We need to
Anyways,
find some more drug bugs, don't we?
Master B has some.
I have a supply.
Yeah, he's got the
Can
good
you
shit,
get
too.
high on your own supply?
That's what it's for.
That's
Yeah, that's why I
Man,
have it.
I picked the wrong
It's
god.
also, it's not doing like this is a holy sacrament to me.
But it's also kind of fun, right?
Yeah, for us it's like token
I mean,
up.
yeah.
But like,
So through the defrag forest.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This will take us back to Lee.
Y'all look back and Rakar is just shaking his head and smiling.
Ricard, I know it's
cannot-
only been a couple of days, man, but this is kind of what we are.
No, but I know this motherfucker and he never told me. I can't. And this is the other thing. Please don't tell anyone.
Oh,
Part
yeah,
of
sure.
my deal is that I am useful to the deep because I am well placed. And the deep helped
Yeah.
me become well placed. It takes a lot of work to erase a memory. I would rather not have to do it again.
Oh, did the whole like signal from the temple come from you? Like, did you send that out when the deep felt the whole weird big pulse thing a while back?
No, actually, that the deep felt the pulse.
I just didn't
and-
know if like you were like, oh hey, by the way, boss, there you go.
I'm guessing that was the spark.
Well, yes, it was.
The
I
what?
just didn't. Nothing. Sorry.
I mean, we could read him in.
It's fine.
I would greatly appreciate being read in on what the hell.
I'll
is
hold
going
out my
on.
pinky to Panat and say, "We'll keep your secrets, you keep ours."
Deal.
So yeah, there's a divine spark underneath the temple.
What?
But it's
We think a weak one, like a fading
it's
one.
fading because the forest lords are like
They're losing their power.
no, they're like gone. They just left.
He sits fully.
Fear.
You said to
Not
read him
sit
in.
down fully.
I know, but like softly.
Okay.
Look,
God
Keep
is
it-
dead.
This is a guy.
No,
this is a guy who's
stop.
been working for the archbishops for I don't
The
know
deep
how
is a
long.
blunt
He's tied into
hatred.
this.
Okay.
Okay. Point.
Okay.
Carry on.
No, this is good. I understand now. This makes more sense.
Yeah.
Oh. You don't think Amber I asked for the spark, do you?
Oh yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
yeah. I
That would
assumed
make sense.
that. It's the only thing that the high priest can't lose, because if they lose that, then they're
Yeah.
dead, and then they also really don't have powers anymore. But now, even if they wanted to give it to him, they can't. It's not theirs to give. They don't have control over it. I know way more about this than I should, because I just did this with. I think we just got the only god who's reclaimed a spark back, and since I don't know how long. So we are literally the experts in this field right now, which is terrifying for me to utter, and here we are. So let's see if we can talk Amber Eye off the ledge.
Look, we got a few conversations I think we need to have.
I don't know if the Erding contingent is still around.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. But we can.
I don't know. The meeting ended and they went up to their rooms and they haven't left when I had last checked in on them, but they don't eat, they don't sleep. It's not like they're using turn down service, so it's not like I can do a whole lot of snooping.
Did we tell Panat about Graynor?
About
No.
Graynor?
Okay.
Probably not, just because it doesn't align
Just
with
want
his
to
interests,
clarify.
right?
We told him about the spark.
Yeah,
the
and
stuff
we
that
talked about
pertains to
But
him,
we didn't
yeah.
tell him about Graynor. Cool.
Okay.
I think that
that
stands.
is wise. Okay. All right. Through the defrag forest.
All right, now we are going to be traveling through the Deep's Realm. I know you have done this before, to a point. It is going to be a little different this time. I do need you all to stay very close. We're going to go ahead and buddy system this. Everybody just get in a straight single file line. Do not get off the path. I will get us there as quickly as possible.
But not, I need you to level with me right now.
Yes.
Are we about to walk through a swarm of chickens?
Penat gets on his tiptoes to attempt to get level with you. No.
Okay,
And
good.
then turns around, and as they set one foot back on the path, they pick up their Nullstone kitchen knife and resheath it,
It's so good.
and motion for you to follow.
I can make a swarm of chickens if you want.
I don't know if
Jackson.
I'm more disappointed or encouraged, but let's go.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. A special thanks to our donors, Nathan C. and Nathan N., or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at RyanRolled20, Griffin at GriffCold, and Zach at ThatGuyZachRob. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode, and until then, remember, sometimes the butler did in fact do it. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.